They've been dubbed the Pandora Papers, a trove of nearly 12 million financial documents that shows how global leaders and billionaires use offshore companies to buy properties, enabling them to legally avoid fees and often keep the assets hidden. Those implicated include the former British Prime Minister Tony Blair and a famous critic of tax loopholes. Earlier, France 24 spoke to one of the 600 journalists involved in the investigation. Let's hear from Maxime Vaudiano from French newspaper Le Monde.
It was impossible to go through all the documents because there are 12 million documents. So we kind of shared the work between the different journalists because we had 600 journalists working on a project. And of course, we focused on the most important names here in the trove of documents. So we focused on the politicians, the billionaires, and finding some names. Then we chose to pursue further the investigation. So it was a months-long investigation into each of these stories. The number of politicians in the documents is amazing. It's more than twice as much as in the Panama Papers a few years ago. So that's one of the big findings, and also the fact that there are new tax havens that we didn't know so much about before, including in the U.S. For example, the South Dakota is appearing as a big tax haven and has taken over when other tax havens like Bermuda or Bahamas were forced to reform themselves. There is a very important name in France with Dominique Strauss-Kahn, with a former minister and who was also at the head of the International Monetary Fund. And we found out that he has created a company in Dubai, possibly to avoid paying tax. So that's one of the big names in France. The Panama Papers had big effects on public opinion and also on regulation. There were very important laws and international agreements that happened after this investigation. So I hope there's going to be more after this new leak and this new investigation, I'm sure.